Okay, we're gonna do a complete walk around, walk through video of the Woods Designed Wizard 2019 build. So it's about 5 years old, give or take. Uh, so, I mean, it's still in like brand new condition. I just paid a detailer to come out and scrub the holes. There was one season worth of ocean buildup on them. It was in the water for about 5 or 6 months down in Florida. And before that, it was in freshwater, I believe. This is the trailer. The trailer is also built in 2019. I mean, it does have some surface rust starting to come through. This is not a galvanized trailer. This is a steel trailer. So it could probably use a fresh coat of paint to keep any more rust from building up. And the upgrades I've done on the boat to make it easy to load on the trailer. I've built these brackets right here. These kind of pods that hold the lift arms inside of them, so the boat can't sway side to side or float side to side while you're trying to load it. So once that bar goes up into those pockets, it locks in, and then you can lift it quickly. Well, there is a net trampoline right here. I just have this one side unhooked so I can climb up the trailer and onto the front of the boat easier. So I'll just hook that back up on there. It's got a little small, like 1 or 2 person trampoline on there. You can see the portable solar panel up there. It's like a 25 or 30 watt, just to keep the one battery topped up. And here's the mast. I have it off of the boat currently, obviously. It's a 30-foot mast. It has a pretty good sail area on it. The sails are brand new. Well, 2019, they've only been used a handful of times. They look brand spanking new. Main and 100% jib, I believe. Only 2 sails. So around back, I've got the rudders taken off and all the steering taken off right now, but there is all that. This is the new 20 horsepower Tohatsu outboard with custom bracket that I built. This bracket and everything is easily removable just by removing the bolts on this, and the whole thing will just lift out. So if the new buyer doesn't want the higher horsepower engine, I can remove and keep that. The original 6 horsepower motor mounts right there, and that bar right there unties and it tilts upwards so that this thing tilts this way, so that when the hole folds in, it doesn't hit the motor. Brand new spare tire. And here's the back brackets that I built to hold that bar in place, because this one was the worst one when I tried to load it on the trailer. This back bracket fell all the way forward up against that part right there, and it became a nightmare trying to get this thing secure. So now it can't do that. Let's go up and look at the rest of the boat. Oh yeah, there's a drop down swim ladder right here. And you can't actually get onto the boat. while it's on the trailer in this position. Actually, I'll show you. These boards, they run across and they run onto the trailer so that you can put it down in this position on the trailer. It's not easy, but it takes a couple hours to get them folded out and drop down onto those boards. It's not really meant to do that. It's meant for pulling it out of the water on those boards if you wanted it in this position out of the water. So up top here we've got the fuel tank. We've got these two little removable chairs. And while you're underway, you can sit in one of these chairs, and there's a long pole that goes to the steering rudder system. So you can sit off to the side, you can see where you're going. And then here's the cabin. You see there's a sink. And then 4-person table and chairs. The table piece comes out and drops down to make the 2-person berth. It's got the battery here, shut off, little electrical panel, and it's got the solar charger up there. The only real thing that you need the electricity for is just the lightings on the outside of the boat. Navigation lights, running lights, things like that, and the 12-volt accessories. All the lighting on the inside of the boat is just done with like tap lights. I'm not sure where that one is right now, but they're just like little tap lights. And there's one in here and then one in each of the holes. And these, I don't know what you want to call it, access hatches. They go into the front storage lockers. And if they open up the lockers, then you can get ventilation through here. Because these windows don't open. So the only way to get a flow through ventilation is to open those two and then open the front storage lockers. And then on this side you've got a little table with a little Coleman 2-burner. And then just storage underneath for pots and pans or whatever. It's small, but it's definitely doable for a couple for slightly extended cruising, maybe a week or two at the most. If you utilize storage in both the holes, you could go quite a ways, I suppose. Now I'll give you a quick view of inside the holes. I don't really want to climb down inside of them because they're not easy for a person my size to get in and out of. I'm 6'3" and 250 pounds, so there's a couple of steps that are removable going down. One right there, one right there. And then you see there's a sleeping single berth on that side. And if I turn the camera around, there's another single sleeping berth on this side. And the other side is essentially identical. They're mirror images. And the only difference is this side has the portable toilet inside of it. That the base is bolted down to the bottom, so it won't move around. But the top of it, you can remove for emptying. You can, a full-size adult can go down there and sit on the porta potty with your head not hitting the ceiling. And these beds are actually not as bad as they look. They're fairly roomy. Once you get down and laying inside of them, one adult can sleep on each of them. So you can sleep 4 adults in the holes and then 2 in here, or however you want to arrange it. So, I mean, it has all the lines and rigging and everything that run back here into the cockpit area. So you don't have to run around the boat while you're sailing. And then you can fully walk around the whole thing without worrying about anything. And there's the storage lockers. There's 3 of them. Keep the anchor. And whatever other supplies that you want in there. Again, there's the solar panel. It's not mounted down. You just kind of move it and set it wherever you want to. Keeps that battery fully charged all the time. There is also a fill port right here that's not connected to anything on the inside. That's in case you wanted a onboard water storage. You can put a tank down in there and then connect that to the tank. And if you notice this line hanging off this hatch here, this thing has a broken stand on it, I guess you'll call it. On this side, it has a locking mechanism, which that one's, it's got a knob on it right here. It screws in there and holds it in place. I just took it off. But the other one's missing that little arm. So that's why I have that rope there. Just hold it up. So that'll be the end of the video. If you have any questions, let me know.